here. One will have to be. Good morning, travel partners. Good morning. Good morning. Our viewers are coming in.
You want to see my guests? You see my guests?
Oh wow! So they're just walking around.
I have those at my
We're in the tropics.
in my yard. They're always right by the gate. It's like they wait for me when I when I'm about to drive in. They're right there.
Good morning,
It's
travel
actually
partners.
stunning.
Ah, good morning, Julie. Thank you for joining us this morning. This morning we are really excited. As you know, this week is all about Belize, the Belize Hotel Association, and the Belize Tourist Board. So our supplier spotlight is BHA, the Belize Hotel Association, and we'll be doing very in-depth everything you need to know about Belize and hotels and attractions. So today we have Simone Bell of the Belize Hotel Association and Miss Deborah Brana of the Belize Tourist Board, and I'm Kelly. They are right now in the beautiful country of Belize. Um, so for those of you in Texas, I hope most of you already have electricity and warm, because I know this will be really difficult. So we send our prayer and our warmth all the way from Belize to you in Texas and in the Midwest. And I know we're expecting some storms in the north again shortly, but this is the type of we're still in the winter period. So fortunately, there's no winter in Belize. So this morning we'll be talking to Simone, Simone and Deborah, who will be talking to us a little bit about Belize and also a little bit about travel advisors incentives. I know we've spoken about doing something very unique for travel advisors and bringing them to Belize for a week or on special rates. So our chat will be Belize. So I'm going to bring in Simone Bell. Simone is in the Hotel Association, and she's the one that can help you qualify your clients when it comes to putting the right butts in the right room, so in the right hotel room. So Simone Bell, let us know a little bit about some of the incentives that are out there for our travel advisors.
Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for Kelly and thanks for Deborah that's going to be here to assist us as well. I wanted to first and foremost introduce you or remind you again about the Belize Travel Specialist program that we have. 2 days ago, that presentation was done. Deborah did a very great job. And our travel incentive, we have a farm trip that's tied into that. So if you participate in that program, you will be able to win a farm trip. So we have a donation from the fabulous Kaana and Itsana Resort, and it's a combination of 4 nights, 2 spent at their luxury jungle casita, and then they have another 2 nights that you're gonna be spending at the beach. So you get the best of both worlds when you enter to win that farm trip. So you'd have to log into the Belize Travel Specialist program. You sign up, you complete the course, and at the end of the month, which is on the 28th, we will actually announce who has won that farm trip. Now, in addition to that, the Belize Hotels website, belizehotels.org, has a feature that we've included for travel agents to actually bid on properties to get a really discounted rate for their own farm trip. So if you log on to that page, belizehotels.org, and you click on auctions, you will see the member properties that have donated their space for you to bid on. So if there are no bids, then you get a really great rate. But if there's a bid war going on, then it becomes a little bit competitive. So that's an option for you to purchase a package. Several of the leading resorts in Belize are listed, and that will continuously be updated from time to time. So you could check us out there and find out what's being offered.
Okay, great. So I know we spoke with Deborah yesterday about the Belize. Sorry, we mentioned it with Simone yesterday, but we spoke with Deborah on Tuesday about the Belize specialist program, and we had a lot of inquiries. So I'm going to put is it Belize specialist? What is it, Deborah?
It's travelbelizespecialist.com. W
Travel.
travelbelizespecialist.com. Travelbelizespecialist.com, and that takes you directly to the website. Travelbelizespecialist.com.
Okay, so I put this in the chat again so everybody can see. Good morning, Janet. Thank you for joining us this morning. So again, we just wanted to let you know that you have to do the specialist program so you can, get the knowledge that you need to sell Belize more. You can sell more Belize once you are, you have the knowledge about we just lost Simone. So back to you, Deborah. Well, so we had spoken to Simone some time ago about putting together a Belize month. There she is, where the travel advisor can visit on their own to come to Belize to do their own private site inspection. Is this something that we could still do?
Sorry, Kelly, can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Well, I had spoken to Simone about that some time ago, putting up a Belize travel event month so that the travel advisors there'll be 1 month that you select and they can all come during that time with special rates to see the destination. Is that something that we could still talk about? We could do?
Of course.
So is there a month that you've selected yet or not? Or they can come anytime?
Well, this is what I'm telling you. Like, for instance, the auction website that is there, we have extremely great rates that are being advertised for travel specialists. You get like up to 50% discount. So you can actually resell if you like, or you could use that for a farm trip.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. So the Belize auction, they could use that rate to come visit the destination. Okay, good. And what
Yes.
is
Yes.
there
So
any?
what we do is from time to time we have intermittent auctions.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I lost you there, but let me explain. So what we do is we advertise to our travel trade on an intermittent basis. So like for instance, we may have a Christmas auction. Right now we have one that's gonna close on the 28th of this month. So you just have to subscribe to our newsletters to stay informed. And what we do is from our member properties, we get great vacation packages. So some of them include meals, some of them include tours. And then what you're able to do is to come and bid on those packages, and we will be able to give you a really good rate. So you just stay tuned from time to time on that. And then there's always an opportunity for you to get a great rate to come and experience Belize. And then aside from that, our properties and the BTB and the BAK organize farm trips. So once you complete the Belize specialist program, you get an opportunity to be invited on a farm trip.
Okay. So do you have to have sold Belize before to get a farm trip? Is this a prerequisite?
Sorry, Kelly, for some reason you were breaking up. You were
Yes,
saying
you have.
you were asking. Can you repeat the question again, please?
I was asking, is there a prerequisite for your farm trips? Do you have to have sold Belize?
We encourage travel advisors to become a Belize specialist. So we part just as an incentive to have them learn about Belize, because we recognize that they also need that practical experience. So that's tied. So there's an opportunity to you're considered a high priority as a Belize specialist. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
What we're saying.
So what we do is from time to time we have intermittent auctions. So like for instance, we may have a Christmas auction. Right now we have one that's gonna close on the 28th of this month. So you just have to subscribe to our newsletters to stay informed. And what we do is from time to time we have
Again, the site is belizehotel.org. You got that, April? belizehotel.org.
Okay, so there are two sites that we're promoting today. So it's the Belize Travel Specialist Program, and then you enroll in that program, complete that course, and the BHA and the BTB will invite you to participate on a farm trip based on the completion of that course. And then additionally, if you're looking for great rates, the BelizeHotels.org site has an auction link where you can log in to view extremely good rates from our member properties. So it's two opportunities that are being thrown your direction this morning. One, to equip yourself with knowledge to be able to sell Belize with confidence, and that's a travel specialist program. And then we have discounted rates available on our auction site.
Okay, so this is two ways to get to Belize even faster than I was
Two
thinking.
ways.
Two ways.
Yes.
So, Simone, I know right now you're at one of your resorts. Can you just show us a little bit of the view of the beach
All
behind
right.
you?
I didn't wear my like modeling shoes, but I'd love to share with you. We are actually here today at the beautiful Radisson Fort George. I'm gonna step into the sun. I'm embracing the sun, and we have a lovely view of the garden. It's a lot windy, today, but I'm really glad that we can be kissed by the sunshine. So they're actually located on the waterfront. I'm just gonna step to the side and I'm gonna show you a bit of the property so that you can see.
You
We
going?
are here enjoying the sun, the beautiful weather, the lovely
Okay, Simone, you're breaking up a little
wind
bit.
and we just can't wait for you to come and join us.
Okay, you need to come back to where you were originally because you're breaking up a little bit and we can't hear you. I think the wind is a bit too strong. Okay, I think she got out of range. So Debs, can you tell us a little bit more? Talk to us about when it comes to travel agents and for a second. I think we're gonna lose. Okay, there you are. I'm sorry, we couldn't hear you for a minute. We couldn't hear
Okay,
you for a
no
minute.
problem.
We lost you for a second over there.
Okay.
So you
So
are
Nora,
the Radisson Hotel, you said?
yes, we are at the Radisson Fort George this morning having coffee for the coffee chat. So cheers.
So Deborah, can you just talk to us a little bit more when it comes to travel advisors and getting help from Belize? I know you have about protocols. Let's just update us on the protocols to get to Belize and what client test.
The protocols for the entry into Belize.
Yes, yes.
Yes, definitely. So there's it's very easy. First of all, there are three steps involved. So the first step is to download the Belize Health app, which you can find on our website, travelbelize.org/safety. And you once you download the app, you could download it at any time, but within 72 hours prior to your arrival time in Belize, that's when you are going to upload or input all your information. The next requirement is that you need to present a negative PCR test taken within 72 hours or a rapid test taken within 48 hours. We have like specific tests that you can see that the different windows. It's either 72 hours or 48 hours, and so. For for those visitors who are unable to provide that test within, in that window, if you get to Belize, you can do the test at the international airport, and that test would run 50 US cash per person. The other requirement is that you must book with a gold standard approved hotel, and we encourage all visitors to remain in the tourism safe corridor. What that simply means is that once you're in the safe corridor, it just means that you are utilizing only gold standard approved entities. For example, whether it be a car rental, a taxi, a gift shop, a restaurant, you would need to look for the gold standard seal of approval. Now, what the gold standard is, that's the mark of the seal of approval that when a property or a tourism service provider has that, it means they would have undergone a very thorough process to be certified as a gold standard approved hotel. So it would mean that they would have, have the proper PPEs on site. They would have had a system that protects both the guests and the employees. They would have a COVID response plan in place that, should there be a breakout, So it's a rigorous process. So, we encourage all to use the safe corridor and just use the gold standard approved tourism service providers. Now, when you arrive at the international airport, you must show your reservation at the gold standard accommodation. So whether it's Airbnb, whatever it is, a hotel, you must show a reservation from a gold standard approved lodging facility. So those are mainly the three key things to consider. It's very straightforward. And then, of course, while you're in the country now, you can move around freely, but we, again, remain in the safe corridor, meaning just, if you're going to get a taxi, look for those that are gold standard approved, that sort of thing. Wearing of masks is mandatory for both citizens and visitors. And also, everybody's expected to adhere to social distancing as well. So it's very, very easy.
So you said that you could also do the PCR test on the airport. One is, would the airline allow you to board without a negative PCR test? And the second question is, if you arrive
at the airport, we do. I think. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
I only caught your first question. Yes, I caught your first question that when you arrive at the airport, you do a rapid test. It's a rapid test that's done, not the PCR. But if you are bringing in your test, you can either if it's a PCR test, you do that within the 72-hour window of your arrival time in Belize. If it's a rapid test, it's 48 hours. But if you presume either of those, then you do it at the international airport which is a rapid test that you do.
So what I was asking, I know some destinations, they don't allow you to board the flight without your test if the country requires it. So are you saying that you would be allowed to board the flight to Belize without a negative test?
Some airlines, it's entirely dependent on some airlines, have the policy where you have to, you can do the test rather with them. I know American Airlines, they had rolled out a plan like that. But We do make provisions for those who don't have a PCR test or a negative COVID test, rather, to arrive and do it in Belize.
Okay.
Okay?
And you said the rapid test, you wait 48 hours and you wait in your room
No, no,
before.
no. No, no. Let me clarify. So the PCR test. If you, let's say you want to bring your own tests with you when you come to Belize, you don't want to take the chance that when you get to Belize you test positive. You want to know that before you board the plane. So what you'll do is you can either take a PCR test, but that must be taken within a 72-hour window prior to landing in Belize. If you want to do a rapid test, let's say where you live, you don't have a rapid test, then sorry, you don't have a PCR test, then you would take the rapid test, but that must be taken within 48 hours of landing in Belize. Now, if neither of those are possible, you can take the test when you arrive in Belize.
So that's the question. When you arrive in Belize, how long do you have to wait or to quarantine before you get your results?
It varies. It varies because it's a rapid test. It varies. So it all usually a rapid test. You get your results in about 15-20 minutes from the time taken. So you have to consider how many people would be in line ahead of you. So it's once you get the test done in Belize, that's the estimated time, about 15-20 minutes to know your results from
So
the time of the test.
from the time you arrive, and if you are positive, what happens?
If you test positive, then you would have to quarantine
For how long?
for a minimum of 14 days at your own expense.
At the hotel you were supposed to stay, or this were government facility?
The Ministry of Health will give you guidance on that, on
So
where
once you
to stay.
test positive, the ministry takes over. The Ministry of Health takes over.
They will work with you and give you guidance as to where you can stay, where you would be staying for that. Yes.
At your own expense. Okay.
At your own expense, yes.
So on the return, with the new US laws, on the return, you have to do a test 3 days prior. So
Mm-hmm.
again, if you happen to test positive, it goes back to the same ministry takes hold of that, and you pay. Are there any hotels with that giving promotional rates? Sorry.
Yeah. I am so glad you asked that question because we do recognize, that is that could affect people wanting to come to the country. So what we've done, our Ministry of Health and Wellness, they've set up testing sites. So there are testing sites all over the country. And some resorts are even working, with testing facilities to have the test done on property. So you don't have to go in a public place, but you can do it at your resort. Now, some resorts also, they offer, if you test positive, some of them are offering complimentary stays for 14 days.
Okay.
So it varies again from hotel to hotel. Some offer a special quarantine rate. Some offer complimentary. So these are questions that you can clarify with the resort that you are booking with. Okay.
So one of the questions is, there a list of standard hotels that is approved for agencies? And Sarah,
Sorry.
is there a list of standard hotels that is approved for agencies? So even agents coming down on site inspection, is there a list of hotels that they can view, or they can view all the hotels on the island?
When they're coming down on a site inspection, if they're list, so it goes right back to the gold standard hotels. You can find a list of that on our travelbelize.org website. There's a list of all gold standard approved hotels. You can also see tour operators if you're doing tours or transfers with them. Restaurants and all of that. we are you can see on the website. We're
Okay.
still
What,
we every day we have new entities added to it.
okay. One more question. When is Travel Agent Month? I know we spoke about that earlier on, so I'm going back to Simone to see when you arrange the Travel Agent Month so that the agents will come visit. Or I think all throughout the year. Simone?
Well, all right. So I could tell you right now, the Belize Hotel Associate. Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me?
We can hear you, yeah.
Okay, excellent. So at this point in time, the Belize Hotel Association is in the process of organizing familiarization trips for agents. And what we hope to achieve is that for all the agents that are enlisted in the Belize Travel Specialist program throughout this time, we would give them the opportunity to enter to win a farm trip. And then we are also giving them the opportunity to be a part of one of those experiences. So you can be invited to participate, but the requirement is for you to actually log in and register, complete the Belize Travel Specialist course, and then we do periodic farm trips. So I know for this year we have farm trips that we're scheduling for March and April. So it's important that you complete this course so that you can be invited. And we have a few spaces available, but what we do is from time to time introduce several farm trips. So the best thing to do is to actually subscribe to the travelbelize.org and the BHA mailing list so that you can be informed. And then, as I also said, that we do have the auctions website that we have our hotel members that offer very low rates for you to come and introduce yourself to their properties. And these are always packages. So it would include like a meal, it will include tours. It's very unique experiences that we've curated just for you to come and explore Belize.
Thank you for that. So again, travel advisors, if you have not done the specialist program with Belize, this is the opportune time for you to get yourself familiarized with it and get to experience the Belize. And I think the best way to sell more is to experience the destination. So get the program done, and also um, you can also go to the BelizeHotel.org, and they have a regular auction going on where you can get some really ridiculous rates for the resorts as well. So get familiarized with Belize, and let's go. April just asked if we already completed it last year. Our names. um, April is asking if you will see her name because she did it last year.
We will see her name, right, Deborah? We still have access to the database, so you will still get an opportunity to be invited.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Put your name on the top. Okay, April, we get that. So thank you. Any more questions for Deborah and Simone?
Well, it's just for your audience if there's anything else that they'd like to know, because I think Deborah did a really good job introducing the requirements.
Yes, she did.
Um,
Mhm.
I think she didn't mention the app because there is a Belize travel app that you need to also download. But in the
Yes.
event that you're experiencing technical difficulties with that, then don't worry. We have all the systems in place at the airport for you to arrive and proceed as normal. I think we responded really well to be able to have testing sites available at the airport to come and have a rapid test. And our outgoing rates are also very competitive. It's 75 US when you're leaving. We have concierge services that can come to the hotel and actually take the test, and then it's emailed to your inbox. And then when you are traveling, like we recommend that if travel insurance is available, that you purchase it because there are some instances where the travel insurance that you pay for actually covers the quarantine cost or a portion of the quarantine cost if you have a PCR, a positive PCR test or a positive COVID test. So those are some considerations that you need to account for when traveling to Belize. But I mean, traveling is about to boom. We've seen all the indicators. We're getting bookings. We've increased our direct flights to Belize. So Denver, Houston, Chicago, New York, wherever you are, we're only hours away, one plane, so you don't have to worry about taking several and cross contamination. So it's amazing. And all of our resources that we provided here to you today are free. So there's absolutely nothing that you have to pay for to register to participate in. So everything is free. You just go and enroll in the program and get educated, because Belize is such a fabulous place. I mean, if you hear it in my accent, I'm actually Jamaican. My mom's Belizean, and I moved here because it's just so lovely. I mean, Jamaicans are very lovely, but the warmth, the quaintness of the country, the ability to be on a mainland and have so many islands, the fauna, the wildlife, the flora, it actually is amazing. I mean, if you're a bird enthusiast, we have something for you. If you are a adventure hunter, adventure seeker, we have something for you. If you just want to isolate, we have something for you. If you want crystal clear water, we have it for you. So I mean, every single product offering that you can pitch to your clients at this time, we have that for you. So just learn about the program, learn about our offerings, learn about the experiences, get a chance to win the farm trip, and then hopefully this year I'll see you on the plane and here in Belize.
Fantastic. So the Belize Specialist Program, I think it's the same in Travel Academy, isn't it, Deborah?
It's the same thing.
Yes.
We just use it. Yeah, we just use the travelbeliefspecialist.com because it's just easy to
Yes,
remember, I guess.
it's the same. So I'm going
It's
to
the same thing.
And the other question is about the Belize Hotel Association. And I think is there a fee for the last year? I don't quite understand the question.
Okay, well, I'll answer it anyways, because as the Belize Hotel Association, what we do is we represent the leading hotels in Belize. We are actually a membership organization. So each hotel that is listed on our website, we are able to vet and assure that they're compliant with all of the standards. A lot of them are award-winning properties, and we have very extensive relationships with them that we are able to do a little bit extra outside of the regular program. So, like for instance, if you want a farm trip, we can actually coordinate with us. We can reach out to our hotel partners and find out which hotels will be able to give you free accommodation. This is something that we've been doing in the past. I know right now it's a little bit difficult because a lot of our resorts are facing challenges. But as I said before, we have the Belize Travel Specialist Program. You enroll and then you get an opportunity to win a farm trip, or you can go to the auctions website and then you can get discounted rates from the properties that are offering at that time.
Okay, thank you. So yesterday, travel advisors romance in Belize, and Simone covered some fantastic resorts that are ideal for romance getaways, destination weddings, proposals. So it's actually on our YouTube page. So you can go back and look at it on our YouTube page. This evening or this afternoon, we'll be going to do some diving, and the diving will be again telling you more about how to qualify your clients for which hotels. And for the rest of the week, tomorrow we're doing culture, I think, or it's cuisine. Tomorrow we're doing cuisine. It's Foodie Friday. So we have so much more to show you about Belize. So by the time we next week with cocktails and sunset, you can see them with your eyes closed.
Okay,
Your
thanks.
eyes closed. So again, that's the Belize Hotel Association. Is there a fee to
Okay, so that fee that you are looking at is actually if you want to become a member of this association, and that's a local fee here. But for travel agents, we don't charge any fees for you to be able to access the service.
So that's membership fee only for the resort and attractions
Yes.
on the island. It's just like any association with
On the mainland. Remember that we're a mainland. We're not an island, but
sorry,
we have several islands.
country. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Belize is a country, not an island, but it still has water all around it. So again,
Yeah.
travel advisors, thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, any more questions, Deborah from the Belize Tourist Board is in the task group, and also Simone with the Belize Hotel Association. So you can tag either one of them if you have any specific questions. Their email address is, I'm not sure if it's there, but you can tag them and they will answer you. But thank you for chatting with us this morning. This afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, it'll be all about diving into Belize. I can't wait for that. As a diver, I really want to know about diving. I'm so excited. So we have no more questions, and we're about, a little over time. So thank you to Deborah, and thank you to Simone for
Thanks for
joining us
having
this morning. Again, if you have any questions, please post on the page, and we'll be very happy to answer everything for you. So see you at 2 o'clock for diving into Belize.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
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 Okay, thank you. That was good.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I had so many questions about going on the page to see the membership fee and all of that. So
Well, those are local fees.
I
Because we
figured,
are a membership organization. So like we go, we vet the property, etc. We make sure that they're compliant. So that's a local fee. But for travel agents, there's no fee for them to be able to participate.
yeah, I imagine that because every country has a hotel association, and it's for its.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you so much. That was great. So I'll wait for. I didn't even show the video. It got so interesting. I didn't even show the video. I wanted to show a
Okay.
video of the, but they were asking. So it was so engaging.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm really glad, and then I'm grateful for the Radisson that actually came and said, okay, let's use their space, because it really is a wonderful property. I'm not even doing it justice right now.